So I say, fuck Drew McIntyre. Fuck the Scottish psychopath. Fuck the Scottish Terminator. Fuck Dean Ambrose's decision. Should I stay or should I go now? Shield or no Shield? Fuck that. Fuck the new Bobby Lashley. Fuck Apollo Crews' new direction. That we're supposed to take him seriously now after 2 fucking years of obscurity with Titus Worldwide, and now he's coming for Elias. Fuck all of that. For now. We are 6 days away from Evolution pay-per-view, the first ever all-women's pay-per-view. That, and that alone, is where your focus should be. Make no mistake about it. This is the go-home show to one of the biggest pay-per-views or special events, both because they are also on pay-per-views networks. You can order this on pay-per-view. It's not just an exclusive WWE Network viewing. So this is not just a special event. This is an actual pay-per-view. And this is one of their biggest fucking shows they will ever produce. Because this is their first ever all-women's pay-per-view. And I know for a company, this means a lot. Because they want to get this right. They don't want to stifle this shit, ruin this shit, more than they already have. They want this to be something that people are talking about. That women across the world can be happy about. The fans, it's important to us because we want to be happy with this product. We know what women's wrestling is right now, what it's becoming, what it can be, what it should be. A lot of that hinges on what they actually pull off this Sunday. They already booked this thing horribly. It's already been created horribly. But we know that the females are going to go out there and give it 110%. They're going to try to turn shit into gold. It's important for the company, it's important for the fans, and you damn sure better bet it's damn well important to every single female lacing up the boots and hitting that ring this Sunday. Because this means so much to them. This is what they've fought for. They fought for this for years and years in their career, from the training, through whatever the NXT bullshit, to the main roster, through all the bullshit on the main roster that Vince McMahon throws at you. This is huge. Anybody telling you this pay-per-view Sunday is not huge? Oh, it's just a bullshit answer to Crown Jewel because women can't compete in Saudi Arabia. It's just to go with the women's movement in the world. This isn't really this is huge. There has never ever, I've watched this shit for over 3 fucking decades. There's never been an all-women's pay-per-view. It's big whether you like it or you don't like it. It's huge. Fuck every other storyline. Shawn Michaels is back to do another rebuttal to a rebuttal to a rebuttal. Another mic job for Shawn Michaels. And then next week, The Undertaker's out with a microphone. Triple H is out there. Maybe Kane comes back. The only thing saving us from a response to a response of a response is that we're running out of weeks. Soon, in just a couple of weeks, we're at Crown Jewel and we can forget all about this microphone business between Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, maybe even Kane. I'm so sick every week of somebody new coming out and giving a promo about what they're gonna do about a nostalgia match that we really don't give a fuck about. We just want to see Undertaker in the ring and we want to see Shawn Michaels have another match. That doesn't mean we necessarily wanted to see fucking Kane and Triple H in that match. So to set up, because it's a nostalgia act, every week you have somebody new coming out and delivering their promo. But is it really somebody new? For the past 10 weeks, we've been seeing Triple H or The Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, coming out and delivering a promo about what they're gonna do at the Super Showdown. And then when Super Showdown was done, now every fucking week, somebody new's gonna come out. Shawn Michaels tonight, get on the microphone, talk about what's gonna happen at Crown Jewel. That is not a build. Just because you collectively have over 100 years of experience in that ring, Triple H, Undertaker, Kane, Shawn Michaels, doesn't mean you can rest on your laurels. Doesn't mean I'm gonna give a fuck about a Kane and Undertaker versus Triple H and Shawn Michaels match. Every motherfucker basically in their 50s. or heading into their 50s. I don't give a fuck about anything else other than what should happen tonight. That is Evolution Build, the final build, the go-home show. This is it. Your utmost focus, your utmost attention to detail, your passion, your desire for what you do in this business, from Vince McMahon down to his cronies, his henchmen, his creative writers, down to the very fucking people that sweep the floors when the show is over. Everyone needs to be in their fucking A game. I'm not fucking around anymore. This pay-per-view has been built like shit from day one. It has been giving zero time or credibility. You look at their bullet points for Monday Night Raw's preview. Now that could change throughout the day, but as of very early on this Monday morning, when you checked Raw's WWE.com and you look at their preview for bullet points, you gotta go down. They usually give 5 bullet points for what to look forward to every Monday. You gotta go down to the last spot, the 5th spot, to even find anything about Evolution, and that's Rousey and the Bellas. First, they have a page dedicated to the DX reunion, taking on Kane and Undertaker at Crown Jewel. But then you get into the bullet points, and it's about McIntyre, Claymore kicking Braun Strowman. What's gonna happen, the fallout tonight? Number 2, Apollo Crews' new direction, and he's headed for Elias. What's gonna happen tonight? Number 3, Ambrose, should I stay or should I go now? And his dissension within the Shield. What's gonna happen tonight? Number 4, Lashley, putting Owens on the shelf. Taking out Tyler Breeze last week, the new Lashley. What's gonna happen tonight? The 5th and final preview spot, that's dedicated to Rousey and the Bellas. Rousey really hammered home on the promo on the microphone last week to the Bellas. What's the response gonna be? Well, thanks for even fucking acknowledging the women, the fucking Evolution main event. They treated this... I can't even tell you how they... I just went over how this should mean so much to the company, and I know deep down it does, but it shows you that Vince McMahon doesn't really carry stock in the females, which is astonishing to me. Because the females can carry their own weight. There is some female talent that is better than some of that male talent. I will fucking sit and be glued to my seat during a Sasha Banks match more than a fucking Bobby Lashley match any fucking day. I will be glued to my seat for an Ember Moon match more than a Kurt Hawkins match any fucking day. I will be glued to my seat for a Naomi or Becky Lynch match more than a Mojo fucking Rawley match. Charlotte, out of the end of the WWE. Let's go to NXT. Io Shirai and fucking Bianca Belair. Kairi Sane. Go out of NXT. Evilise, you guys know I love Evilise from Lucha Underground. Mia just got signed to WWE's, I believe, NXT. There's so much awesome women's wrestling out there right now, and Vince McMahon doesn't really know what to do with it. So what he does is he goes back to what he's always known. Throw it on one of the fucking blonde bombshells, and let's fucking just wing it with everybody else. So Charlotte and Carmella have the titles for the longest time. Then it's Charlotte and Alexa Bliss for the longest time. And every once in a while, people like me throw a fucking wrench in his plans. Like last year or 2 years ago, when I started this channel, and I had the fucking huge Naomi fucking push. And I started this movement with Naomi. I'm not taking total credit for it because everybody clinched on and we got Naomi that championship. But that wasn't Vince McMahon's fucking original plans, and you know it. Becky Lynch. This huge fucking movement for Becky Lynch, that wasn't in Vince's original plans. Right now, I believe Charlotte would have had that title. So every once in a while, we throw the wrench in the fucking plans. And because the women don't mean that much to Vince anyway, he's like, well, I'd rather them on my blonde bombshells, but throw it on Becky for a week or two. For a fucking month or two tops. Throw it on Naomi for a couple months tops. Let's just make sure we get rid of it from her at the next big pay-per-view, because we don't want her having it too long. That'll ruin our company image. So this shit gets no credibility whatsoever. But this weekend, they're gonna all be running around with their heads fucking off, running every which way, trying to make this thing epic, because they're gonna realize they fucked up from day one. They're gonna realize all the holes that I'm speaking about and that I have been speaking about for weeks now. So I bring up the bullet points on your Raw preview because that shows you 6 days away, your go-home show to Evolution, where the priorities are. Fuck that shit. And fuck that booking. And fuck creative, or the lack thereof. If you got me as the head booker, and I'm booking Monday Night Raw tonight, I'm starting with a bang. A fucking SUV pulls up, not in a limousine, no, these are some hardcore motherfucking gals. Some hardcore ladies. An SUV pulls up, and Trish Stratus and Lita jump out of that SUV. That's how we start Raw. Backstage, parking lot, Lita and Trish show up, and they get jumped by Mickie James and Alexa Bliss. Jumped right in that fucking parking lot. Beaten up. Like AJ Styles put Shane McMahon's head through that fucking windshield or window. I want shit like that. Even if you're not gonna pull off a stunt of the actual head going through a window. I want some hardcore shit. Lita and Trish take a fucking beating. And Alexa and Mickie James drag them over to the dumpster in that parking lot. And they leave them where they say they belong. Because they're broken up, used up trash. And if they know what's best for them, they won't show up Sunday, because then they're going to permanently put them in that dumpster. Their message is loud and clear. Don't show up Sunday. You're past your prime. The beating has been dealt. That's how we kick it off. No commercial break. Then we hit the ring. And it's Nikki fucking Bella. She's hitting the ring to deliver a promo back to Ronda. This isn't gonna be an every week fucking Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, Kane type shit. No, this was a scathing promo pipe bomb by Ronda Rousey last week, so let's give Nikki Bella a couple minutes to really hammer Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey shows up before Nikki Bella can finish that promo. This gets the fans really fucking triggered up at the Dunkin' Donut Center in Providence, Rhode Island. Rousey hits the ring, but it's a setup. Brie Bella's right behind her to cold clock her. Ronda Rousey drops like a ton of bricks. Nikki flies out of the ring, and they beat the shit out of Ronda Rousey. They drag her up the rampway, and they throw her into the LED board. For the rest of the night, I don't want that main LED board up at the ramp working. I want it to look like Ronda Rousey is the reason. Her head going through that motherfucker is the reason that thing is broke for the night. Just as a reminder, every time you see somebody come down that rampway, you know why that LED board is out. You are reminded that Ronda Rousey got her head thrown through that shit. The Bellas celebrate a little bit as Ronda Rousey is down and out. Medical staff, referees, you name it, are attending to her. And then, and only then, do we cut to commercial. So we started off Raw with a fucking bang. Lita and Trish get beaten down in the fucking parking lot, left for dead at the fucking dumpster. Message sent loud and clear by James and Bliss. Then we cut over to a Nikki Bella and Brie Bella planned attack to Ronda Rousey. Through the LED board, right off the bat on Raw. The two big Raw matches that you have. Right, I call one a Raw match because it's with Mickie and Alexa, but it's really two nostalgia acts in Lita and Trish, but we'll call that a Raw match. And then your big Raw Championship match, Nikki Bella and Ronda Rousey. Right from the start of Raw, huge revelations. Now, during Raw, the next several segments, the first segment, backstage with Ronda, she doesn't want any medical attention. She wants to go and find the Bellas. And it was announced that Nikki Bella will be taking on, let's say, Nia Jax later in the night. And that should be the main event. Now, I know you're thinking, Nikki Bella, Nia Jax in my main event. Hey, listen, compared to some of their main events that they've had in the last several fucking years, Judging by what we're going on, and now if you tell the story beautifully, Ronda Rousey is looking for the Bellas. That just happens to be your main event. That should tell you as a smart wrestling fan, something's gonna happen epic in that main event. It ain't just gonna be a Nia Jax, Nikki Bella main event. No, the Amplified Man would never just put that match in the main event unless I have a fucking plan. So I would put Nikki Bella with Nia Jax. This is Nikki Bella's tune-up match, and it happens to be with a fucking beast, a monster in Nia. Or at least that's what they want us to fucking believe Nia is. They didn't book her as such. But you look at her and you still get that sense of monster beast versus Nikki Bella, the one who's going for the championship this Sunday. Formidable, I can fucking speak, formidable main event if you plan it correctly. And that's what the Amplified Man did. Because after Ronda Rousey backstage refuses medical attention and she storms off looking for the Bellas, after every match or every other match, I want you cutting backstage and Ronda Rousey is looking on the hunt with that mean mug for the Bellas. I want her backstage jacking up dudes. Titus O'Neil's jacked up against the wall. Now, yeah, fucking Titus O'Neil can hold his own, but you ain't gonna fucking, first of all, you ain't hitting no female, and second of all, how many times does a person like Titus O'Neil find a badass motherfucking gal like Ronda, who's actually got the balls, the fucking cojones, the how you doings, to jack him up? So Titus is like, what the fuck? She's back there jacking up Kurt Hawkins, every mother referees. Ronda Rousey is a woman on a mission. And if you cut back to her several times throughout the next several hours of Raw, this leads us to the main event. Not only is Nikki Bella looking over her shoulders, but the fans are expecting it. And before that main event, I want her actually finding Brie Bella backstage. I want her to find Brie Bella, and Brie Bella is pleading and begging for her fucking life, begging for mercy. And I want Ronda Rousey to give Brie Bella a message for Nikki Bella. So when Nikki goes out to that match with Nia Jax in that main event, she's also got that on her fucking shoulders, on her head. Maybe during the match, Nia Jax and Nikki Bella, maybe during the match, Ronda Rousey, it's shown on the Tron, finds Brie Bella and sends that message. You could do some cool shit here, but either way, you know damn well this main event ain't having a conclusive fucking winner, a decisive winner, because here comes Ronda Rousey. Fans are on their fucking feet. Nikki Bella does what the only thing she can do. When you see Ronda Rousey that pissed, you fucking run. Nikki Bella's running. Ronda Rousey. How I would do it? Let's do this fucking epic. Let's do this tonight. Natalya is the one that stops Nikki Bella. So Nikki goes to run up the rampway when Ronda got in the ring. She's running up, but it's Natalya that stops her. Natalya backs Nikki Bella back up to the ring to where Ronda Rousey grabs her hair, chucks her back into the ring. Natalya's in there. Like, that's right, you're gonna get what you deserve. And then wham! Natalya takes out Ronda Rousey. Another Natalya heel turn, but this time it has definitive meaning behind it. This sets up something huge. Brie Bella is hobbling down the rampway at this point because she was just beat up by Ronda minutes before. But she's hobbling down, and now you have both Bellas and Natalya, and they're beating the fuck out of Ronda. To the outside, they bring her up the rampway like a sacrifice, holding her up, all three of them, and they powerbomb her through the Raw announce table. Ronda Rousey has been sent through the LED board to begin Raw and to end Raw. Natalya, one of her best friends, helps the Bellas triple powerbomb her through a fucking table. Ronda is down and out. The crowd and everybody is wondering, why Natalya, why? And that is how Raw goes off the air. And that is how you make everybody now want to and need to tune in Sunday to find out how Ronda gets her revenge. To watch Ronda get that revenge. Because we're already stuck with Nikki Bella and Ronda. So how are you going to captivate me and people like me tonight? By just doing a little promo segment? By just announcing it? Are you going to run some promo packages? What the Bellas once were? What Nikki Bella's capable of Sunday? Ronda Rousey's promo package of all she's done in her life and career? Is that going to captivate us for this? Or are we gonna get downright physical? Why, BC? Why would you have Natalya turn? Maybe have her turn Sunday if you're gonna know. There's no reason. Sunday should be Ronda Rousey absolutely annihilating both Bellas. So why would Natalya turn on her there? To set up a nonsensical match I don't want to see towards Survivor Series or Royal Rumble? Natalya versus Ronda Rousey? I don't need to fucking see that. Or if we do see it, with this turn, we're going to have to see it, obviously. Set that up for Monday Night Raw. I don't need to see a pay-per-view match with Natalya and Ronda Rousey. You can have some cool Monday Night Raw matches, Natalya versus Ronda, if you want to. But this tells the story huge. Natalya helping out the Bellas, and the story is simple. The Divas have to stick together. As much as I hate lumping Natalya with the Bellas and lumping her into a Divas category, Natalya is the glue on that Divas show. We all know that. That's why Vince put her there. So this tells the story. And it makes fans like me who know that Ronda Rousey can easily kick the shit out of both Bellas in 6 seconds. Now it adds an extra layer to this whole story and feud. Now you have somebody who is a good wrestler, who can be an ass kicker, who has trained so many females in Natalya, and let's not forget one of her best friends at one point turned on her. Now she's on Team Bella. Now the deck is really stacked against Ronda Rousey. That's why I have Natalya turn tonight. Of course, Vince won't do it because that's too much creativity. That's too much storytelling. That makes too much sense. That's how I promote the women tonight. The women would totally own the fucking show. From the very beginning to Ronda backstage for the next several hours trying to find the Bellas, the fun segments we could have, her jacking up fucking dudes, other fucking females, on the hunt, finding Brie Bella backstage, interrupting that main event match with Nikki Bella, and then being turned on by her best friend. Triple powerbomb through a table. Ronda Rousey down and out. This time she needs medical attention. Bella's and Natalya celebrating. Fans don't know what the fuck to think. They need to tune in Sunday. We fade to black, and that's Raw. And sprinkled in between all of that women's segments, you can have your McIntyre-Strowman storyline. Your Lashley and Apollo Crews New Direction storylines. Your Shawn Michaels on the microphone. What I'm gonna do at Crown Jewel. I'm blah, 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 blah. You can have all of that. And if you do it correctly, this would be a kick-ass motherfucking Monday Night Raw go-home show to Evolution. But I guess I'm just too fucking creative. I guess I tell a story too good. I guess I just have too much passion for this company and this business, and this profession. So I know a lot of this preview, guys, was a lot of my amplified booking, a lot of my creative booking if I was head creator, but I went over the preview for you. There was nothing really to talk about, so why not make the majority of this video my amplified booking for tonight's Raw for the go-home show so that we could actually be interested and intrigued and excited about Evolution. Because I'll go over the actual preview again. Number 1 storyline, McIntyre and Strowman. Number 2, Apollo Crews and Elias. Number 3, Ambrose and the Shield Ascension. Number 4, Lashley's New Direction. And then we get to fucking Ronda and the fucking Bellas. Well, thank you for putting them on your bullet points. I'm the Amplified Man. We'll all tune into Monday Night Raw tonight, the go-home show. We will hope for the best. We'll tune in out of habit and hope. And maybe, there is any way possible that WWE could get us excited for some segments. Get us intrigued. Get us pumped up for Evolution. I won't hold my breath for it. I won't go in with high expectations, I assure you. But we'll tune in out of habit and hope. Hoping that we get a kick-ass show tonight. But then again, we've been hoping for that for fucking years. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Raw review in reaction. We might go just as ballistic as we just did today, because this show could be tragic. If what I'm looking at the bullet points, and knowing how WWE goes about their stories and feuds, if it's the same redundant shit that they do every single week, I'm holding nothing back tomorrow, I assure you. Because this is a big pay-per-view, whether they want to fucking believe it or not. We know it is. And we want to see the females all go out there and try to steal the show and give their epic big performances. But if WWE doesn't put them in that light, doesn't give them the chance, then they're doomed to fail from the beginning. And that, my friends, is what I don't want to see. Set them up the right way. You've already ruined this shit. You have 2 more shows, tonight's Raw and tomorrow's SmackDown, to try to rectify this. It's bad enough. Ember Moon, Naomi, Asuka, Alundra fucking Blaze are all stuck in a battle royal. An insignificant battle royal to crown a new challenger for a future championship opportunity. But Naomi already won that battle royal at WrestleMania. She never even got her opportunity. So that proves that these battle royals are bullshit. And some of your best talent to show everyone the evolution of women are stuck in a battle royal, which obviously you can't show off your wrestling ability. So you stifled your best fucking wrestlers. Sasha's not even on the fucking card. Sasha Banks, not even on the card. Some of your best fucking wrestlers, your best wrestlers for the females, you're not even showcasing them. Come on, bro. The fuck is that about? You have 2 shows starting tonight. Rectify this shit. I'm not saying you gotta go over the top epic like I just gave you creative booking, because to be honest, I don't care if this sounds egotistical or not, I'm way more creative than anybody on the WWE fucking creative roster. I know that. What do you guys think I do for a living here in New York? I create things. Books, screenplays, a movie, this channel. I create. But at least give us something more than the same old redundancy. That's all we ask. Make us give a fuck about Sunday, like we originally wanted to when we first heard the announcement. But then as the days and weeks went by, we slowly went into our own fucking coveted holes, and we wanted to hide away from the fucking world because the bullshit was that embarrassing to them. Do it the correct way. Lita has already been spotted in Rhode Island. Lita, we know, is there. We think Trish Stratus is going to be there as well. Use them correctly. Let's do a storyline that gets us really intrigued with this match. Because as of now, this is just Lita and Trish versus Alexa and Mickie. I don't even feel the rekindling feud between Mickie James and Trish right now. Or Lita and Mickie. I don't. Hasn't been enough there. Recently. It's way in the back of my fucking memory. You need to do something. And Bella and Ronda have to be the entire show tonight. It just has to be. And hey, this is coming from somebody who's been harsh on the Bellas. So for me to say they have to be a huge part of the show, but they do. If that is what you're giving us and we can't change it, Bella versus Rousey, then at least make me give a fuck about it. Got a little more fucking intrigued with it last week with that promo Ronda cut. You know Paul Heyman is helping Ronda Rousey big time. That was huge. Keep that momentum going. I'm going to shut up about it. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the review, and we'll talk all about the fallout of tonight's Raw. It's going to be big either way. Whether it sucks or whether it's really fucking good, it's big tonight. This is a big Monday Night Raw. Let's not kid ourselves. Amplified Man, coffees and ass whippings for now. Check you later.